Hello, welcome to yoga. We'll get started in a few minutes. You should get a block or two if you have them. If you don't, maybe get a couple of towels and roll them up. Get a blanket or a nice comfortable spot to lay down and somewhere quiet and maybe somewhere near a wall, because for the last 15 or 20 minutes, we'll probably do some work up the wall with our legs up in the air. And if you don't have a comfortable wall, but you have a block, you could always use that instead to simulate something up the wall. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Dylan. I'm doing yoga for a while. Started doing online yoga with the coronavirus quarantine in 2020, and just want to share my practice as a way to help everyone cope through these different times. And we'll get started in a couple minutes on our backs. Let me just go ahead and set this up a little differently so you maybe can see a little better. There's Trixie, our dog. She's a little terror, but she's pretty calmed down right now. Chihuahua Terrier mix, but I call her Chihuahua Terror. I'm just kidding, obviously. But for the first 10 minutes or so of class, she will typically drop rocks on me throughout. And that is her gift to our practice. So I'm going to go ahead and get some music started. I've shared a playlist on Spotify, as I usually do. I don't play it in the video because I don't want to deal with copyright issues and all that. So just, if you have a Spotify account, pick it. Otherwise, choose your own and do what's right for you. We'll wait another minute or so and then we'll get started. As a reminder, yoga is for you. So do what's right for you. If something's too much or too little, feel free to modify. Tonight's class is a restorative-ish class. There's an area of yoga that's very deliberate called restorative and an area that's very deliberate called yin. And this is kind of my mixture of the two, but I don't necessarily have the props or have a fixed sequence we're going to do or strictly follow the timing rules, which is why I call it restorative-ish. I'm going to start with tonight. So take blocks or towels, put them under your hamstrings and hips, bring the soles of your feet together, and just start and surrender. What we're doing here is just taking a little pressure off our hips to start, letting them settle in, and just relax. Where you feel any discomfort or tension being held in your body, just breathe into it and try and relax it. Maybe the back of your neck is a little tight, or maybe it's holding a little tension, so maybe just lift it up and bring the back of your neck straight. We'll be here for a few minutes. As you're laying here, start to focus on your breath. Breathing primarily through your nose, nice and slow. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Try to find a roughly equal count for the inhale and exhale. Maybe it's 5 counts, maybe it's 7, maybe it's 10, just whatever is right for you, nice and slow and deliberate. And find symmetry with your inhales and your exhales. Maybe set an intention for your practice tonight. Restorative classes are generally focused on restoring your body and whatnot, so maybe that's your intention, or maybe something in line with that. I've been feeling a little bit sore the past couple days, so really just my intention is to release tension and feel better. If you're not walking a lot, I've been hiking and walking more the past few days, so I'm feeling tension just from something as simple as 30 minutes to an hour of walking around. So just got to work through that and get used to moving my body more again. yoga in general, but restorative yoga in particular, we're not really focused on forcing anything to happen. We're just kind of going to go with the flow and focus on, at most, mild discomfort or intensity and not pain. So we're just focusing on getting a stretch, but not forcing it, not muscling through it, not painting through it, especially in a restorative class. So it's an entire hour of just surrendering and letting go. Some of these postures will be held for quite a while, upwards anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes on some of these. I probably won't hold any for a full 5 minutes, but just keep in mind, if we're holding it for a while, that's intentional. I haven't fallen asleep. I'm not bored. That's just what feels right tonight, what we should do. And go ahead and slowly inhale and release the blocks or towels, and maybe let your hips just stretch a little bit lower for a few breaths. Then go and straighten your legs to a traditional Shavasana. Also just for a few breaths, just let the hips relax a little bit. Continue breathing. My dog has brought me a rock, but I don't know where she put it, so I'll have to wait till I get out. And we're gonna inhale, arms up overhead, heels down low, and just get a nice stretch. Maybe your back pops a little bit. Maybe you pull one hand up a little bit higher and the other hand up a little higher. Just get a little stretch on your shoulder blades by lifting one arm up. You're gonna get a stretch on the opposite shoulder blade on the back. Well, the muscles around your shoulder blade, technically, obviously. You're gonna bring your arms out like a T. Just give yourself a nice hug, stretching your shoulders and chest a little bit. And bring your arms down beside you. Bring your knees up and interlace your hands around your shins and just gently rock side to side. Maybe take full hip circles, one direction and the other direction. Maybe bring your feet up, soles of your feet up to the sky. For happy baby, reaching your hands around your feet. And again, just gently rocking side to side. And bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your feet towards your body. And then release. Again, stretching your arms up nice and tall overhead. The longer you stretch, the more you might feel it on your shoulder blades and the muscles around it. And then relax. Bring your knees to center. Arms out like a T. We're going to start. Well, let's wait on the T. Let's actually straighten the left leg. Bring that right knee to center. Knee to chest. Fingers around the knee and just hold it for a bit. And you can straighten that leg up towards the sky and maybe grab your pointer and middle finger and thumb around that big toe. And maybe start to straighten that leg, or maybe keep it fairly bent. Try to keep the shoulders and neck relaxed while you do it. Each exhale, maybe straighten it a little bit more. If this is too much, you can always just bring your hands to your hamstring, like that. Interlace your fingers behind your leg if you'd like. Wherever you're at, straight or bent knee. Start to bring your leg out to the right side. And at some point, you feel like that's all you can do. Maybe reach your hand down to just help yourself off to the side. Whatever feels good for you. If you have a strap, that would be really good for the sequence. I have one, but I generally don't teach with them because I feel like I don't want to require a strap for classes. But just find a spot where you can keep your left hip grounded, right hip grounded, or left glute grounded, right glute grounded. And adduct this leg off to the side. If you bend your knee, maybe you can square it off or maybe even straighten it, whatever's right for you. We got left hand out to the side. Continue to breathe. Be inspired to take the right action for you. Just got a rock thrown under me, but I think it went all the way under the chair. Sorry, Trixie. You are out of luck tonight. You have to go find a new toy. My dog cracks me up. Now, we're going to slowly bend that right knee. Bring it over to the left side. And you can surrender it to the earth, or you can just bring a block under your knee on low, medium, or high. Just somewhere to get a little gentle twist. And you might look off to your right side, keeping that right shoulder planted. If this is too much, you could always bend both to the side. And just surrender like this. Palms can be face up or face down, whatever's right for you tonight. I'm going to be here a couple minutes. Just continue to breathe, continue to relax. If you're following along on the playlist, it's actually only 4 songs on the playlist tonight. Well, there's actually a bunch more, but this song we just started with now, Subtle Body, it's actually going to get repeated for like 45 minutes, and that's intentional. So your Spotify playlist isn't broken if you're listening along. Just wanted something very deliberate. And if you've heard my restorative classes online before, you've probably heard me repeat the song a few times, but I felt trying something where it was a good 75% of the sequence tonight. So we'll see how that goes. And just continue to breathe. If you hear my kids in the background, I'm sorry. Hopefully the AirPods are drowning them out, but yoga is not about perfection. It's just about doing your best in any environment and blocking out anything imperfect. Not worrying about imperfection, just doing your best. Inhale slowly, return back to center. Bring both knees to your chest. Maybe rock gently side to side. And we're straighten that. Right leg, keeping the left leg bent to your chest. And then gently bring it a little bit outside towards your armpit. And then when you're ready, you can bring it up either bringing your hamstrings, hands behind your hamstrings, keeping your shoulder and neck relaxed, or bringing your thumb and pointer middle finger around your big toe and trying to straighten without raising your shoulders or glutes off the earth. I don't seem to be having much luck bringing this straight tonight. That's perfectly fine. And then you can stay there. You're gonna start to bring your left leg off to the left side. At some point, maybe you release the grip. Just try to keep the glutes planted, shoulders planted. Try and bring that left knee towards the earth. Your leg can be totally bent or it can be straight or whatever helps you surrender and relax the best. Continue to breathe. Continue to relax. Trying to help my dog get a rock. I think she got it finally. Yeah, that's good. For those who don't know, my dog prefers rocks over most chew toys. Don't know why. Now let's go ahead and slowly bend that left knee and bring it across for a spinal twist. And you can help it over with your right hand. Keep that left shoulder planted. Could place a block under your knee for support if you keep that leg straight. Or you could bend the bottom knee. Bring both knees off to the side. Or you could straighten both legs off to the side if you prefer. Just keep that left shoulder planted and look over towards your left hand. Just do what's right for you. You don't need to compete or compare yourself to me or anyone else or to yourself. Just do what's right for you. Continue to breathe and relax. You're gonna be here a while. Unless you fast forward the video, of course. No, that's not pleasant. She just rolled the rock right under my back, my shoulder blade. I don't want to release this posture to get it, but I'm gonna have to. Oh, it's quite funny. We're actually renovating our casita and turning it into a yoga studio area for me and a dance studio area for my wife. And it might be done in a week or two, so I'm pretty excited to be able to do my sequence out there, but I'm not sure how it will be as entertaining without the dog throwing rocks on me or my son riding his hoverboard on top of me during class or things like that. Inhale slowly back through center. Bend your knees. Bring them to your chest. And bring one arm up overhead. Roll that side and stay there for a couple breaths. And slowly come onto your hands and knees. Or actually just come to seated first. If you have a block, you might want to sit on the edge of it. I don't know where your rock went, Chixie. Sit up nice and tall and just breathe. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, release. Just a couple more times. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale up and exhale, release. And we're going to inhale up again. This time leaning to the side on the right, planting the right hand or the right forearm. Leaning to the right side, looking up under your left arm maybe, or looking forward if that's easier for you. Inhale, slowly rise up through center. Exhale, release to the left. And with each successive exhale, maybe fold a little deeper to the side. Inhale, rise up through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Right arm behind you, left hand outside your right knee. Sit up nice and tall. And twist from your core. Keeping the twist in your spine. Inhale, slowly turn your chin forward, your head forward, and look over your left shoulder. Exhale, release. Inhale, your arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to your left. Sitting up nice and tall. Left hand behind you, right hand outside your left knee, on your quad. Twisting just from the belly. Keeping the twist, slowly turn just your head forward and look over your right shoulder. And exhale, release. Hands on your knees and just shrug your shoulders up a few times and then switch directions. Inhale, look down at your right shoulder and slowly exhale, rotating very deliberately. Inhaling and exhaling, pausing anywhere that feels just any discomfort and just letting it relax. After you return to neutral, maybe switch directions for a few nice slow rotations with your neck. Continuing to breathe, relaxing. Return to center. We're going to teeter-totter. So grip your fingers together. One hand facing me, the other hand facing you. You can inhale one side up, other side down. We'll exhale. Or exhale, return to neutral. Inhale the opposite sides up and down. Return to neutral. And this act, continue with your own breath, inhaling up, exhaling down to neutral. And this deliberate motion helps open up the side of your neck. The more you pull on your hands, the more you'll feel it on the side of your head, side of your neck. Modulate to the level and intensity that's right for you. Now we're going to just bring our hands, so we're going to bring them up and open. So up and open, and then down to our sides as fists. Up and open, down as fists. Up and open, down as fists. Just continue this with your own breath, just generating a little heat. While it's plenty warm here in Arizona, I know it's probably not where many of you are watching. One more time. Turn to neutral. And just grip your fingers. Just start to wiggle your arms and your wrists around in random directions while keeping a bind in your fingers. Maybe they come up overhead. Maybe they come to a side. And then the other side, maybe you spread your fingers out in front of you, bring them up overhead, maybe around your spine as you come down. Straighten your arms as you come up. Maybe you lean to one side again, up through center into the other side. Maybe you release and relax. And just breathe. You have that block underneath your seat. Go ahead and remove it. Don't sit on your dog's rock. Inhale, come to butterfly. Soles of your feet together. And find a spot where you're going to be comfortable surrendering for a few minutes. That might mean even having 2 blocks, or a big pillow or something. Just find a spot where you're comfortable folding forward. Like I said, it could be as simple as this. Just a gentle few-inch surrender. Continue breathing. If this is difficult on your neck or your throat or breathing, just maybe hold your hands like this on your forehead to keep your neck from coming too close to your chest for support. Maybe you put your thumbs, if your hands are clean, right here on these pressure points just outside your eyes. Just give yourself a little bit of a pressure release massage. You might find after a few breaths, as you start to ease into it and surrender a bit more, maybe it becomes easier. Maybe you think I'm crazy and it's not easier at all. Maybe you massage your cheeks and your jawbone a little bit while you're here. Maybe underneath your chin. Just to relieve the tension we hold with something as simple as talking a lot all day. And go ahead and remove any props you have. Now we'll come to hands and knees. I'm going to start just some simple stretches on our backs of our legs. I'm just going to turn them out a little so you can see a little better. So we're going to plant our hands just like we would for cat-cow, but tonight we're going very deliberate, so we're not even doing a cat-cow. But we're still going to plant our hands like we would for cat-cow. So fingers spread wide, pointer finger or middle finger facing forward, as little space between the earth and your hands as possible. And what you're going to do is just make the live stream's still working good. Once in a while my screen flickers and I just worry I've lost you. So we're going to just bring that leg straight behind you. So your right leg straight, left knee's bent. You're just going to rock the ball of your foot back and forth. And just work on that Achilles tendon, hamstring, calf. And then turn to hands and knees and just switch sides and bring that other foot back. Just rock it forward. And return to hands and knees. We're just going to rock our hips side to side. Maybe they come to the earth, maybe they don't. Continuing to breathe as you go back and forth. One more time on each side. Return to neutral. Or come to child's pose. So wide knees, toes together. Settle forward. Forehead to the earth, hands forward. Hips back towards your feet. And just surrender here. And breathe. You're welcome to stay here. Or inhale, slowly walk your hands off to the right side of the mat. And then re-surrender down into a twisted child's pose. Getting a stretch on your left obliques. Continue to breathe. And then we're going to slowly, if you're taking the twist, inhale through center. Walk yourself over to the left side of your mat. And surrender again. Or inhale, slowly walk through center. Plant our hands. I'm just going to check the time. Got good time, all right. From here, we're going to bring our right leg behind us, parallel to the earth, and just hold it for a couple breaths. Toe pointed down, parallel to the earth. And then we're going to inhale. Bring it in front of you for high lizard. We're going to do a few variations here tonight. So start tall first. And for this next one, you might want to block here in the front. You just turn that front toe out to the side, roll onto our side, and place the hand on our inner quad. And you can stay here. And either you keep your hand on the earth, or it's easier to bring your hand on the block. Bend that back knee and reach that right hand around to reach left foot while staying on your side and twisting to that side. If that's sufficiently easy, you can come down to the earth. Now you might feel this in your quad, but you might also feel it in your hamstring. Just take it easy, do what's right for you. We won't hold this too long. Turn to neutral. You can either bring your forearms all the way to the earth, or you can join me in Bird of Paradise. Bird of Paradise, bring your left arm under your left leg. You just surrender off to the side. And look off towards your right foot, which is on the right side. And just relax. If you have no idea what I'm doing, don't worry about it. Just stay in high lizard. Or you can bring your forearms down and surrender to low. What I love about this is it's a nice surrender posture. It looks challenging, but it's really not. It's just about trusting that you won't smack your face on the earth and you won't pull your groin or anything like that. It's actually a really natural position to get into once you're used to it. For me, in many ways, it's a resting posture. Continue to breathe. We are going to hold this while and haven't fallen asleep. Just being very deliberate tonight. Go ahead and slowly rise up, back up to high lizard. Or straighten that front leg for half splits. Or you can slide it a little further forward for a fuller expression of the posture. Do what's right for you. Place hands under your blocks or block under your hamstring if you'd like. Sometimes I find it's actually a little bit easier to split a little further forward. You're welcome to disagree with me on that. Slowly rise back up. Come back to hands and knees. I'm like, hey, where's the pigeon? We're going to do figure 4 with the wall in a bit, so we'll do that later on. From hands and knees, bring that left leg behind you, parallel the earth, toes pointed down. And then inhale, bring it forward to high lizard, and just stay here for a bit. And then you might want to block, twist that front toes out onto the side. Start with our hand on our quad, and then maybe bend that back knee and reach your hand and grab your foot. Ooh, the side's too tight for me. I'm not gonna do that tonight. Just gonna stay on the side here. Oddly enough, you'd expect it to be tight on the quads, but for me, a lot of times it's tight on the hamstring. Wherever you're at, go ahead and release that. And then either bring your forearms to the earth for low lizard, or bring your foot out and forward for bird of paradise, which involves heel toeing your foot all the way out or just sliding it, sole of your foot on the earth, arm and hand under your leg, and just surrender your right cheek to the earth. Get over your left leg. I'm placing my hand under it just because my AirPods are in my ear and I don't want to crush them. Just find a nice, comfortable place to spend the next minute or two. And do what's right for you. Continue to breathe. Surrender, relax. And go ahead and start to work your way back up. High lizard. And straighten that front leg for half splits or a fuller expression of the pose. I remember to have that block near me this time. So I'm going to take advantage of that. And go ahead and start to come out of it. Come back to hands and knees. We're going to surrender for Sphinx. Forearms parallel. Just getting a nice low back stretch. You could plant your feet and lift your knees. You could lift your belly a little bit if you'd like. Closer your elbows are to your body, the more you'll feel this on your low back. Further away, the gentler it is. If you need a little more, you can straighten your arms into seal. You're going to be here a little while, so do what's right for you. Nice, gentle ache, not pain in your low back. And slowly surrender to the earth. Stack your hands, heels out, toes together. Hands on your stacked palms, on your forehead on your stacked palms. And just breathe. Now, if it's available to you, bring your mat and a block to the wall. And I'm going to change the alignment of the video just a little bit. My dog appears to be all calm now. I often wonder if it's the music or the energy of yoga. I'm going to open these curtains a little bit just because we're going to do some straddles at some point. Now, the first thing we're going to do is just get our hips right next to the wall. I'm a little far away. Just bring your legs up the wall. Your glutes pressed into the wall. We're going to start with a bridge. Planting your feet and just straightening your upper body. Shoulder blades come together. Almost no pressure on your head. Now you can stay here, or you can lower your hips again. We're going to come into figure four by bringing the right foot over the left quad. And you can stay up like this, or you can just come back to the earth. I like to do it with a bridge. I like this, and you can just press on that right quad with your right hand if you'd like. You curl those right toes back. Maybe lift your hips a little higher. And slowly surrender to the earth. Legs up the wall. And just relax for a moment. Let's give the moment's about 30 seconds, not just a breath. Whenever you're ready, plant your feet on the wall. Come back up to a bridge. And stay here for a bit. Whenever you're ready, maybe bring those left heel over the right leg. And maybe press your left hand on your left quad. If this is too much, you can always just come back down to the earth. Just do it like that. Do what's right for you and your body. You're obviously holding this a little while. Keep those top toes curled back on that left leg or left foot. And exhale, slowly start to release. Legs up the wall again. We'll actually get back. Readjust. Right next to the wall again. Otto. Sorry, my son's shouting. Shh. Hopefully my headphones are blocking them out. All right. So, first thing we're going to do is bring our feet together for a butterfly up the wall. If it's too much, you can just use your hands to support your legs a little bit, or if it's pretty easy, wiggle your feet closer to your bottom. Maybe you can push a little bit on your legs. And remember, at the start of the class, we started with our hips supported in a butterfly. That was kind of an early preparation for this, along with a lot of the other things we did. Just checking the clock. We got plenty of time tonight. If you're starting to feel bored, release that thought. The value of some of these stretches is holding them for quite a while. That's when we're working on restorative sequences. And we're going to straighten the legs again, back up the wall. And if you want, you might bring a block under your sacrum for a little extra support. And just stay here for a moment. Now, stay right here. You let legs just spread as wide. So comfortably go. Someone walking by down the street's probably gonna wonder why my feet are out the windows. If you feel any pain in this, you can just back off a little bit. Or again, you could use your hands for support. Maybe even give your T region a little massage, quads a little massage while you're sitting here, surrendering. Continue to breathe. Go ahead and hold it a little longer. And bring your legs up the wall again. Straight. Maybe you bring your arms up overhead. Maybe you cactus your arms. Palms face up. Just for a bit of a different experience. And you're welcome to stay here for a little while longer. Or you're welcome to come to the earth for Shavasana. But before you do it, move yourself away from the wall. Bring your feet wide, the edge of your mat. Palms face up, arms out like a T, and just windshield wiper your legs side to side. Get a little spinal twist, a little hips flexor stretch. Stretch your legs. Heels long, arms up overhead again. And bring your hands out to your side. Toes out, heels in. Relax the back of your neck. And just surrender to the earth. Let it all go. Maybe you place one hand on your heart, the other hand on your belly. And just feel them move as the air comes into your belly and into your lungs. And then is expelled through exhalation. Just continue to breathe. Listen to music. We might have finally gotten a different song. This is my cue not to fall asleep. Slowly start to bring some life back to your hands and feet. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, or windshield wiper your wrists and ankles side to side. You start to rotate them in one direction around the ankle and wrist, and then the other direction. Bring your arms up overhead, heels down long again. Bring your knees to your chest. Gently rock side to side. Bring one arm up overhead. Roll that side for a couple breaths. And inhale, gently rise up through center. Find a block. Sit on the edge of it. And just sit here for a moment in stillness. Palms face up to receive energy. Palms face down to ground. Whatever's right for you. And then we're going to inhale. Arms up overhead like we started early on in class. Exhale, release. Just a couple more times. Just reflect on how you feel now compared to the start of class. One more time up overhead. Bring your hands to heart center. Give yourself gratitude for making time for your practice today or tonight. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your sequence. Hope you feel amazing. And just a reminder, a lot of what we do in restorative yoga is to help you sleep, help you rejuvenate, regenerate, and even when it feels slow, it's a really nice way to calm the body down, which is very important during these times. I bow to the light and sound and all of you. Namaste. Thank you. If you have any questions or feedback or want to know anything at all, just send me a message and I'll get back to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.